All right, time to fly. Just gotta get my batteries charged up, and then we are good to go. All right, sun is setting in 2 hours. What am I gonna do? I gotta charge all these 4 batteries on that one charger. It takes probably 15 minutes to charge one battery at least. Then I have to pull it off, get the next battery going. One of them's a
high volt, I have to change that. So the high volt might take longer and might.
Well, I guess I'll just fly tomorrow then after these are all charged. Oh man, this is gonna take forever. Wait, I have a genius idea. Let's just grab a 4-port charger on Amazon. What the f? 4-port chargers are $250? Spent all my money on this shit. You think I can afford a $250 LiPo charger now? Well, I guess I'll just charge one at a time. Wait a second, I could just build my own damn 4-port LiPo charger, and it's gonna be way cheaper. So you got some FPV drones, you got some LiPos, and now you gotta charge them. All right, what's up you guys? It's Sana here. Hope you liked me being a filmmaker for a little bit. I was just bored and felt like doing that intro. In this video, I'm gonna talk about this 4-port custom LiPo charger that is both cheap, relatively, expandable, and portable, kind of. I'm gonna talk about how I built this, how I came up with the idea, how much it cost, the logistics, and why I think this is a goated option for charging LiPos if you are on a budget and want to charge multiple at a time. So guys, if you're like me, maybe you started on 1S with a Whoop Store, which is a 6-port LiPo charger that charges 1S batteries. This thing is amazing, it has USB PD, and it is so convenient. Or maybe you started on 2S and got the Tooth Store, which is the 2S version of this. Don't know what this thing is. Basically the same thing, but with 4 ports and for 2S only. Or I'm guessing another very common option, maybe you got the SkyRC B6 Neo. This is another USB-C PD, or you can use DC in. This is a portable LiPo charger that will charge up to 6S with power delivery or DC. This thing is awesome. It will also storage charge, a whole bunch of different settings. So Sana, why don't you just use the B6 Neo and get a parallel charging board and do that? Well, that's what I thought I was gonna do when I first started my FPV journey, and I bought a parallel charging board, and now I was a complete noob at this time, very battery naive, but as soon as I plugged in a second battery to that parallel charger, dude, sparks were flying, and that scared the shit out of me. So ever since then, I vowed to never parallel charge. So for me, it's easier to just throw a battery on a charger, leave it, and when it's done, swap the next battery out. Only problem is, it takes a lot of damn time. All right, so what do you do if you don't want a parallel charge? Well, you can buy a 4-port LiPo charger. They seem to cap out at 4 ports, at least currently. And these are some options that you can pick up. There's the Toolkit something, name is right here, Ovonic. This seems to be the cheapest one at $150. Well, girls, here she is in all her glory, my custom LiPo setup. So yeah, this looks hilarious, but it is very functional in my opinion, and I'll go through each part, how much it costs, break down all of the quirks and features of this beautiful setup. So at its core, this is a USB-C power delivery dock / charging brick. So there are multiple ports, each delivering at least 65 watts of USB-C PD, and this is all powered by AC power. So you just plug this into your wall and boom, you've got all of this ready to go. And this is maxing out at over 500 watts for the USB-C power supply. So each one of these is not gonna have any problems charging up to a fat 6S battery. So you can see right now I have these chargers on here, but the beauty for me is that I can remove one, and if I wanted to, take it to the field and use this to charge a LiPo in the field. Also swap out these bigger chargers for the Tooth Store, the Whoop Store, etc. And you can customize this for your liking if you fly a lot of 1S, 2S, etc. Okay, so let's break down the price. Starting off, we got the SkyRC B6 Neo, we got the ISDT 608 PD ×2, and then the ISDT PD60 ×1. And of course, none of this would be possible without power, so I'm using this over 500 watt USB-C PD power delivery docking station / brick. This uses AC power, like I mentioned earlier. You just plug it into the wall and boom, you can see we got 2 100 watts, 3 65 watts, and then some USB-A ports that I'm not using. So actually, technically, you could expand this, guys. You could be running 5 USB-C PD LiPo chargers. And very last but not least, the USB-C cables that you'll need a proper cable that's rated for enough current. I happen to have these laying around because I have a million of these, but I will include a cheap price on screen here. So here are all the parts. You can see I've got the approximate price. These are the Amazon prices on screen right now. And keep in mind that I have 2 of the ISDT 608s, so that's $30 times 2. Guys, if I were to do this again, considering I only fly 4S, I would only buy that cheaper ISDT 60 PD charger if I was just a USB-C PD guy, which I am. So if you guys do that and buy that cheaper one, you'll save half the price on the chargers because that thing is less than 15 bucks in the US. But even without that, I still think this is a good, practical, customizable option. So yeah, guys, you can see the price of mine and you can make the decision yourself. Also, remember, you can build this out slowly. You don't have to buy everything at once. And if you can find some of this stuff on sale, maybe that's a good time to buy. Okay, so you guys might be like, that's pretty cool, Sana, but one, that's like a lot of parts to order, and two, it's pretty close to the same price as the Ovonic one or this Toolkit RC one, so why would you build this at all? To that, I have two responses. Firstly, this is a lot more customizable for me, and you don't have to spend the full amount building out 4 ports. You could start with 1, 2, 3 ports and build it from there. Now, I do want to preface this by saying I had this idea for a while, but I really said, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna commit to the bit when Amazon Prime Day was going on. So in the US, we have something called Amazon Prime Day where they actually do have some decent discounts on products. These ISDT chargers were on sale. I'll put the price here because I can't remember, but it made sense because I was already thinking of buying these anyways and I couldn't beat the savings. So I went for it. This is when I built everything out. And if you only plan on flying up to 4S, I cannot recommend this ISDT PD60 enough. This thing is the best LiPo charger I've ever used. Now, compared to this one will do 6S, and this one does have a LCD color screen that you can control with this. I hate the screen. I would much rather it just had this. This thing constantly tries to like connect to the Wi-Fi and update. I could not see any reason why anyone would need to update this thing. This is simple plug and play. It only has USB PD, so if that's a problem with you, you cannot power this one with a DC input like you can on the 608 PD. But if you only fly up to 4S, these are $10 cheaper, even less expensive if you get them on sale. It's just no nonsense. It also seems to charge a lot faster than this one or the B6 Neo. Not sure why. I'm only charging at 1 amp. Maybe this is just more efficient. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Is this just a super chaotic way to charge LiPos, or is this low-key genius maybe? Has anyone else done something similar to this? Because you know what? I just hate parallel charging, or the idea of parallel charging. It scares me. LiPos are already like a fire hazard. And dude, even just like some of my 1S batteries that have puffed up after flying, 100 packs on them, I'm like terrified of those. So keeping it safe, easy with this is great. I can discharge my LiPos, I can charge them, I can take my chargers to the field, or I can just have it all set up at the home base. So yeah, guys, sorry, no flying in this one. I was planning on going out and flying the LR4 after I replaced the arm and doing some long range stuff, but it's raining today and I did not expect that. So decided to do a little inside video on the LiPo charger. I wanted to make this video anyways to show this off. I think maybe it can help some people, and maybe I'm just doing something completely wrong and like not realizing that this is actually an idiotic idea. So if it is, if I'm not like fully seeing through this, let me know. And please guys, if you enjoyed this video at all or found anything helpful, consider subscribing. I am trying to grow a community of FPV pilots, people that are interested in FPV, and trying to provide at least some entertainment, even if I'm not like giving the most cracked knowledge or, might not be the best freestyle pilot, but sub up. And the support that I've gotten from you guys that have commented, I cannot thank you enough. Like, that literally keeps me going. It is the best feeling in the world to have people comment positive things on your video. So thank you so much, seriously. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, low-key, my dream is to be able to do this full time. So maybe one day, but for now, I'm gonna keep grinding these videos. I'm gonna keep flying as soon as the rain goes away. And I'm going to keep charging 4 LiPos on my 4-port custom charger.